Hi guys, this is Jennifer. I'm just doing a quick video for the Jane Austen swap. Um, as if you've heard my other videos, my tripod broke, so I'm doing this one-handed because now I have a newborn that I wasn't expecting, so I'll have to wait on my camera. Anyway, I had a soft cover book, so I took that apart and I used book page from the book, Jane Austen, parchment paper, and then the soft cover, and layered it with some stitching. And then I put some really pretty gold trim my mother-in-law gave me. It kind of matched their dresses, from the flower shop. And then the spine is book page and cardstock, with some, this flower is from my stash, and then this is a jellyfish flower from Amanda's Scrimpy's Lace Closet. And then I have some trim and some sprays and some Diamante Pearl little dangly things. Those are all from Amanda Charlesworth. Love her. Her live events are absolutely fabulous and so much fun. Okay, and then the chipboard cover I did myself, and I learned how to do these from Rachel Jazzy Creation tutorial, and I just changed the size because hers is for a 5x5. I just extend it 2.5 inches on one side and half an inch on the other, and so it's 7.5 by 5.5, I believe. But other than that, I follow her tutorial. The digis that I used were Tsunami Rose, Ephemeris Vintage Garden. I got, oh, I can't remember the name. I got a custom order from another Etsy store for some journaling pages. She had a couple up, and then she had some that weren't listed, so I asked her to custom make me a set of Jane Austen journaling pages. Oh, and then I also got an embellishment kit from Dreams, etc. So this is Dreams, etc., and this is Tsunami Rose from her Charming Fragments kit, which Lucy's mom, Beth Wallen, who I am a humongous fan of, she is the design team for Daisy Collins, and oh my goodness, every time I see one of her videos, I have to buy the kits. So this is one I bought from her videos. This is a Jane Austen quote. This is a book cover with a tag with a quote, and all the papers are punched on the sides, or have lace, or something. That's a silhouette of Jane Austen. And then this is, okay, I've got a bad angle here, I'm sorry. This is a Project Life card, and I found a Jane Austen image, and my husband said, well, why don't you glossy accent it? And so I did, and it's really pretty. I did 2 coats, but it buckled, so I decided to use it as a tuck, and I thought it looked a lot prettier that way. It'd be kind of hard to write on with the way it buckled. Okay, so journaling page, and everything is coffee dyed or tea dyed, and I actually baked my papers. I use laser printer so I can coffee and bake with that. This is one of the Jane Austen journaling pages. These are a landscape notebook paper. They go 11 by 8.5 rather than 8.5 by 11, which are so perfect for 5x7 journals. This is, I think this is the Shabby Chic pages by Ephemeris Vintage Garden. There's another image. These are all different stamps from, I think they're from the UK. Pence, I think. With Jane Austen, and then this is a ticket with cardstock. And what I did was I got really thick, 110 pound. I coffee dyed only the sides that I wouldn't be gluing, because when I glue my coffee paper, it has a really terrible smell, and sometimes it'll buckle, and it just grosses me out. So I decided I'm just going to do one side. So I actually sprayed it with a spray bottle and let it air dry. This is some vintage ledger paper I got from my grandpa. That's another image from the Jane Austen. And this is Ephemeris Vintage Garden. This is an envelope for my Mother's Day card from my son, and I decided to recycle it because I love that craft color. And that's an index card I used to punch on. That's Oh, my nails. I had to shorten my nails because of the baby. Ugh, it's so weird. Okay, and these are, I went years with short nails. Another quote. Because of my kids. Or no nails. I actually went 2 years with like itty bitty. I cut them all the way down. And then I finally been enjoying my long nails the last few years. Again. And baby. So the thing about when I was in high school, I used to bite my nails all the time. So I do acrylics with tips. Well, I got very addicted to them. Well, now I don't bite them. I'd even bite my acrylic nails, actually. So these are my real nails with acrylic overlay. Unless I break a nail, and then I'll put a tip on. Let me, this one is not, see my real nails all the way down there. So I have to wait for this is plastic tip to grow all the way out. And then it's my real nail again. That's ledger paper. This is another book cover with like a vintage image, and then I put coffee dyed index cards. Hello, Jane Austen notebook, dreams, etc. And this paper, if you dip it and bake it, it runs and bleeds. So I thought one day I'd try to lightly spritz it and dry it in the air dry, and it works perfectly. And I actually like it, gives it more of a speckled look, and you can still see the pink a lot better. It doesn't burn. Like, I thought the coffee dyeing, because I prefer to bake the regular paper, not these. These are so nice, just spritz lightly. That's some lace trim I had in my stash. And this is, so I took, because I like to back both my sides, but I was kind of bored with what I had, so what I did, and I wanted to make it easy, I had my husband actually print it for me. He's not real good with printing everything and then flipping it over and figuring out the angle so that it doesn't print upside down. So what I did was made my own journal pages with different colored lines. Like this is a burgundy, I have brown, blue, red, just so that it was easy for him. This is Dreams, etc. And so is this. And I just put a little bling right there. Oops. And that's backed with just a cream colored cardstock lines. And I'll have these in my shop, these little blings, in my Etsy shop. I keep a lot of extra just stuff because I buy stuff in bulk a lot. And my grab bags have been going really well. So I'm going to do some premium grab bags. Because I have a lot of like embellishments and lace and stuff like that, papers. So if you guys buy them, I've sold quite a few. I'm surprised they were so popular. I just wanted to get rid of stuff. This is just some lace trim on a book page pocket, Tsunami Rose. So I will have, I mean, I literally have buckets of bling that, because I buy it in bulk, because I have a wholesale license. So this is a index card with a side punch. This is some rose paper I got from Etsy. Digi from Etsy. I'll put the links. And then that's just some really pretty ribbon. I actually got it at the dollar store. I was shocked. It's really nice. Dollar store ribbon I usually don't buy, but I couldn't believe it. It was like decent ribbon. This is my favorite paper, coffee dyed. And it does not look nearly as good not being coffee dyed. But coffee dyed, I think it looks so old. I don't know. I just love it. And I don't know. And I only have one more sheet left. And I don't know if I'll be able to get that effect again. More Jane Austen. This is, hello. Summer's Vintage Garden. Back to Jane Austen. That's just a notebook paper, or printing paper. That's a sketch. And this is a little tuck that flips over because it was a cream-colored envelope. And there's a Jane Austen quote from a book and a sketch. And then inside is a different sketch that I made for journaling on the back of. And this is the first time I've ever done these little center thingies. Oh, I usually always do the other. Oh, weird. That was you have a couple minutes left. This is embellished paper clip. I just lightly embellished. And then I can't put plain paper clips in anymore unless they're in a cool shape. More paper. I gotta get the end is the best, so I need to hurry up. I'll flip through quickly. That is, oh, here's the tug. I was like, where'd it go? Another little ticket. And then that's another embellished paper clip. Oh, because I've done this video before, as you can see. That's a Jane Austen Pride and Prejudice cover. And then this was just a little tuck. This is a pocket with... Oh, this goes inside. It's just a really, really crispy, old-looking journal page. I thought it was cool. This is Tsunami Rose, but this is not part of hers. It's just a glue-on from Dreams, etc. Tuck spot with a little ticket. With the Stampin' Up! Tag topper punch that I do not like. It is too skinny. It makes you have to look how skinny that tag is. I'm really disappointed. It's really a pretty topper, but you know, you have to do really skinny tags. I thought they'd have a normal size tag. I couldn't believe it. Austen. This is another envelope top with, oh, come on, I don't have that much more time. I'm sorry, I'm trying to hurry. This is it was a picture of an embroidery of all of her works. That is Mr. Darcy, and this goes in there, a little tag. And this is, oops, another Dreams, etc. Those are all the Jane Austen books. Center of signature. This is just a stack of books with these two tags that go in there. It's a new die cut set I got. It's like kind of plasticky dies, but they're really pretty shapes. Another paper clip. This is a pocket with this goes inside. That's from, and see how it's weird, a little bit weird. This is coffee to coffee. It makes this weird texture. I don't know. That's just a tuck spot, or I don't know if that goes in there. I don't know where it goes. I'll fix it. Dreams, etc. with a little tag with a quote. Another journal spot. It's the last book cover with a punched index card. Okay, almost done. I made an envelope out of Tsunami Rose paper and glued it onto the paper because it got printed upside down. Because like I said, my husband printed and didn't know how to rotate. So I didn't want to throw the paper out, so I just made an envelope and glued it on top to hide the upside down images. And the other half of that really crispy journal paper. Okay, so this is the back. This is image, and this is my favorite. This is a really old, it's a copy, obviously, of a Jane Austen library catalog card. Isn't that cool? And then I just inked the back, because I put it on the back of a real one, and I inked it. And then that's a copy. I love it, love it, love it. I thought it was really, really cool. And then you can put a picture there if you want, or a name, or... Okay, and then this is the back, and my label will go here that says handmade by Jennifer Getz. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Bye.